Hi, this is Gloria with Glory Be Resale, and it's that time. We're gonna go through last week's sales, get them done early this week. So the dates of these sales are the 18th to the 24th of March. And the first thing to sell over on eBay was this Escada blue-red floral dress. And this sold for $75 and it's getting returned. They did not like the way it fit on them or looked on them, so that will be returned. Bad sale. Sometimes with eBay, I want, if it's not for bad sales, there's no sales at all. But I usually go through that once or twice a year, once in the winter, once in the fall. Anyway, next item to sell was this French knot Sundance sweater, and this sold for the full asking price of $59. The next thing to sell was in a recent haul video, a Lands' End 600 fill down vest, and that sold for the full asking price of $35. The next thing to sell was this Nina Leonard blue. This is like a mesh material, and I buy these a lot during the summer. I tend to go through them. They don't make me a lot of money. Um, they usually in the area of 24, 25. This one was 20, but it might be the color. I usually get white, black, beige. They're not usually multicolor. But I took an offer of $20, moved it along. I paid $3.25. This one This one, I took an offer of $10. Just wanted to see this go. I could not get rid of this Athleta brand new racing top for the life of me. So I was like happy to take $10 and see it go. The cost to me would have been $4.99. Next thing to sell was this 1960s dress and jacket set, and this sold for the full asking price of $49. Next to sell was this Bebe sexy bodycon dress for the full asking price of $30. The next thing to sell was this women's uh, Copen green Bermuda shorts, like a hiking short, and these sold for $25. The next thing to sell was this Robert Graham polo shirt, and this was another one. I was just happy to move it along. I took an offer of $14.50. I didn't even counter offer because I wanted it out the door. It was a little more faded than I would like. I don't know if it's quite that faded, but it was kind of faded and worn, and I don't think it had a lot of interest. In Robert Graham, it's usually the long sleeve shirts. So I just wanted to get rid of it. I didn't want to wait and see if somebody wanted to give me more. Next thing to sell, that was it. That was it for eBay last week. So it was not a good week over there. The first thing to sell on Poshmark, oh, do that all the time, was this mirror, and this sold for $35. It's a very cute mirror, and I paid $3.99 for that, I believe. I don't know if it's $2.99 or $3.99, but we'll say $3.99. It was a very nice mirror. It was a long, skinny mirror with roses. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like plastic roses all around it in the Sirocco. So anyway, $35 for that. Next thing to sell was this Royal Musk, and I sent out an offer for $36 on it with minus $2.02 shipping, and they took that offer. And this this I forget where I picked it up. I feel like a yard sale or somewhere, and it was just laying around for a long time. I had never heard of it, but actually the comps on it weren't bad. I paid, I think, I don't know if I paid $1 or $2 for it, but it sold pretty quickly when I finally got around to selling it. I'd say it couldn't have been on more than a month. So if you see it, it's not a bad seller on that Royal Musk. Next thing to sell was this J. Jill sweater, and this one I took an offer of $20 on it. I have had this forever, um, and I thought it was very cute, but I've had it for a couple of years and nobody wanted it. I think I've said this before. I try to avoid buying J. Jill. I think it's adorable, some of the stuff, but it does not sell through well. Next thing to sell was this Peruvian Connection maxi skirt, and I took an offer of $70 for this. And I've had this a little while. I think one day I went in and I found maybe four or five. This is the only knit one, but I found four or five Peruvian Connection maxi skirts. And this is one of them, so I got $70 for that. I paid $4.99. The next thing to sell was this Banana Republic. Um, I sent out an offer for $17 with 202 discounted shipping. And again, it was, I believe, brand new with tags. I'm not sure if this one was or not. Oh yeah, yeah, it was new with tags, but it's been here for 2 years at least. So happy to see it go. I paid $4.99. The next thing to sell was this Moschino little girl's dress, and I took an offer of $40 for this. I've had this a while too. I had it very high. I think I had it for $90. I was happy to get rid of it for $40. It's been sitting around too long, and I paid $4.99, and this is probably a couple years old too because I bought this in Boston. So anyway, happy to get $40 for it. And next thing to sell was this was also, I think, in a recent video. I sent out an offer for $20 with 202 discounted shipping. This was in one of my last couple of haul videos, the red polka dot and tailor dressy blouse. And again, I took the offer of $20. And I don't remember, I don't think this was discounted. I don't remember. So it might have been $6.49. But again, I was happy to take the offer. I just put it up maybe a week or two ago, so it was a quick turnover. I'll take the money and put it into something else. Next thing to sell was this splendid maxi dress. Again, had this for a long time. I sent an offer of $24 with 202 discounted shipping, and this was a cheap dress. I have a feeling this was one I found for $1, if not no more than three. But it sat around for a long time. I've had this for a couple years too, so happy to see it go. Another love my Massimo Dutti. This was the best buy ever. Um, I took an offer, or I sent out an automatic offer to Lycus for $111 with 202 discounted shipping, and this person accepted it. So this dress here, $111, cost me $9.99. Love it. Next thing to sell was this Nordstrom signature cashmere, and I took an offer of $28 for that. I hate selling cashmere for that. It was a pretty nice cashmere too, nice little weight to it, but I've had it a while and no one else was interested. I think this has cable sleeves, and anyway, I took $28, and the cost to me on that was $5.49. And the next thing to sell was this Futura nautical jersey, and this was $3.25. I took an offer of $16 for it. It's in very good shape. Not something I usually pick up, but I just thought it was in very good shape. Nautical anchor. Figured I'd pick it up. I did counter offer them, and they came back with the $16 again. So I let them have it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it sitting around in my closet. Next thing to sell was this Fleur de Lis black wrought iron hook. And this, I took an offer of $13. I picked this up for myself for something, and it didn't work out for whatever I picked it up for. So I sold it. Pretty much that was a wash. I might have made a couple dollars, but that was a wash. But it's gone, so that's good. And the last thing to sell is this vintage Milton funwear um, reversible vest for golf. And this is one of those ones I picked up a couple weeks ago, a bunch of clothing for 50 cents each, and I took an offer of $18. And so that was still a good profit on it because I only paid 50 cents. And again, moving along. It's a heavier fleecy vest, so I don't need to be keeping it through the summer. And that was everything that sold for last week. And we got it done early this week. Happy to see that. I'm hoping I'm talking a little louder. I always sound like I have a cold. Ever since I had COVID, that's just the way my voice sounds. Um, Nothing I can do about it. I take allergy medicine every day now, but it's not doesn't help enough. And so I'm gonna head out tomorrow and meet up with one of my youngest daughter from Boston. We're gonna meet up in Ithaca, New York. So hopefully I'll be doing some thrifting along the way as I go to meet her. and maybe in Ithaca or around it, and maybe I'll have a haul video when I get back, hopefully. So enjoy your weekend because I'll probably be busy too. Have a great night.